Hi there everybody and welcome to another video. Today I would actually like to show all of you guys exactly where I get my numbers when using my discounted free cash flow calculator. Vivek brought this up a couple days ago saying, hey, you didn't exactly say where you get these numbers, so I would like to know. So we're going to be making this video, so hopefully instead of just answering him on just a comment, making this video, essentially if anybody has any questions in the future, you can just refer them over here. So with that said, let's get started with this video. So we're going to go straight into the calculator and we're going to use the company Apple because it is the most basic, everybody knows, it's great fundamentals all around, so pretty good. We're going to be using the company Apple, and right here we're going to come to this cell, this red one right here. We're going to type in the ticker symbol over here, AAPL for Apple. This will automatically, guys, populate the market cap, the PE, and the share price. Now, when it comes to the dividend, unfortunately, you're going to have to do this manually. So we are going to come over here to Seeking Alpha, and we're going to go right here to the Dividends tab, Summary, Ratings, Financial Earnings, and Dividends. So we're going to come here to the Dividends, and if we scroll down, we see that the annual dividends payout forward is around 88 cents. So coming over here back to the calculator, we're going to put right here annual dividends per share 0.88, which is exactly what we just saw in Seeking Alpha. Now that we have that, here comes essentially the most tedious part, and that is inputting all of the fundamentals. And to do that, guys, we need to come back to Seeking Alpha, and we're going to come over here to the Financials tab. So we have Summary, Ratings, and Financials. So we're going to click on that, and then this is going to bring us to 3 different other tabs right here at the bottom: Income Statement, Balance Sheet, and Cash Flow. So we're going to be using all 3 tabs. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the Cash Flow tab, and this is going to generate us all the cash flow that this company actually has. And the first one that we actually see right here, guys, is the net income. So we're going to take this net income, we're going to copy all of them except for the last one, except for the TTM one. We're going to copy up to the September 21st or September whenever you're watching this video. Essentially all of them but this current one. We're going to copy. We're going to copy, and then we're going to come back to the calculator and we're going to paste right over here. This will populate essentially all of the net income. Now let's do the cash from operations. Do the exact same thing. Come over here back to Seeking Alpha, stick with the cash flow, and we're going to go down a little bit, and right here where it says cash flow from operating activities, all the way at the bottom you guys see right here cash from operations. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to copy all of them except for the last one. So we're going to do this, copy, and we're going to paste right here into the cash from operations. Now let's fill in the capital expenditures. Coming back over here to Seeking Alpha, we're going to scroll down just a little bit, and right under the cash from operations we see right here capital expenditures under the cash flow from investing activities. Now all of these numbers, guys, are in parentheses, meaning that they're negative. The spreadsheet is smart enough to tell that the parentheses mean negative, so we're going to copy all of them except for the last one again. We're going to hit copy, and we are not going to come over here, capital expenditures, and we're going to paste. This gives us the free cash flow as well as the free cash flow to equity divided by the net income. Now let's go over to the revenue. We're going to come back to Seeking Alpha. We're going to scroll up. We're going to come to the income statement. Now at the income statement, this is very, very simple. It's one of the first ones that we see, total revenues right over here. We're going to come over here and we are going to copy all of them except for the last one once more. We're going to copy that. Now come over here and we're going to paste. Now let's actually head over to, I guess, the most difficult part in a sense: net debt, total current assets, total current liabilities, shares outstanding, and lastly the cash and equivalents. So now for this, guys, we actually need to come over here to the balance sheet tab in Seeking Alpha. We're going to click on that, and we're going to scroll all the way down up until you see this liabilities and equity. Now, we're not going to be using this at all. However, we are going to be using these ones over here. And as you can see, the net debt is right over here. We're going to take all of them now, including today's net debt as well. We're going to copy, and we're going to paste this on the net debt one. Now let's actually fill in the shares outstanding. The reason why I'm doing this before the total current assets and liabilities is because if you come over here to Seeking Alpha, the total shares outstanding is actually in the same area as the net debt. So we're going to come up here, and as you can see, the second one from this small tab over here where it says supplemental items, the second one says total common shares outstanding. We're going to copy all of them as well, including today's. We're going to copy that, and we're going to paste right over here. Perfect. Now we're going to do the total current liabilities. back to Seeking Alpha, scroll up just a little bit, up until you see current liabilities. You can see right here, total current liabilities. We're going to copy all of them as well, including today's numbers. I'm going to do this, come over here, paste. Now, if we scroll up a little bit further into Seeking Alpha, you see right here current assets, and right there you see total current assets. We're going to copy all of them as well, and we are going to paste them onto the total current assets. And now lastly, the cash and equivalent, we're going to come back to Seeking Alpha, we're going to scroll all the way up into the balance sheet. And right here, this is one of the first things that you see. However, I have it at the end. It doesn't really matter what order you fill this in. It's just this way I find it a little bit quicker. But again, it doesn't really matter. The cash and equivalents is right here. We're going to copy this, all of them as well. And we're going to paste them into the spreadsheet. And with this, it pretty much fills in everything that you need to know. Now, obviously, we are getting really bad numbers here and as well as here, because we are not finished yet. We're going to come to the stock evaluation summary in the spreadsheet, and we're going to scroll a little ways down to where the assumptions are. And now we need to fill in the growth assumption, projected share buyback, and the required rate of return. For the required rate of return, like I always say, I'm going to put at 10%. You guys can put whatever you want for this, right? Whatever rate of return you guys want into the future, just you can put in whatever you want, 7.5, 7, 8, 1%, whatever, right? It really is up to you guys. Now, for the growth assumption, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Coming over here to Seeking Alpha again, I'm going to go now to the growth tab. So before we were in dividends, now we're in financials, now we're going to go to growth. And this is essentially where I get my revenue growth from. It's pretty much a big assumption right here. We're going to take the revenue growth year over year. We see that 28.62. The revenue growth forward, we see that 15.05. So now it's my decision what to make out of these growth assumptions. Based on my low, median, high, I'm going to give them separate growth assumptions depending on how much I think they will grow in the future. So for the low assumption, we saw that the revenue growth forward is around 15%. Now, will that probably happen? I don't necessarily know, but because this is my low assumption, I'm going to say that Apple's going to grow within the next 4 years at 10%. Now, for the median assumption, we saw it was between around 15 to 28, right? So I'm going to say 15. And from a high assumption, I'm going to say, what, 20, 25? So let's just say 20. And this pretty much fills in all my growth assumptions. Now, when it comes to the projected share buyback, if we scroll over here to the right, guys, and we go down to where our shares outstanding are, we see that within the past 5 years, they have decreased their shares at 20%, and the previous to the current year, they have decreased at around 0.5%. So now we need to come up with what their projected share buyback will be within the next 4 years, right? And this share buyback is essentially what it'll be by the end of 4 years. So seeing that they have bought back around 0.5% within the past year and 20% within the past 5 years, now I have to make some assumptions here, right? So do I think that they'll be able to buy back 20% again into the future? Probably not, right? At least not for my low assumption. Therefore, I'm going to say that they're going to buy back around 5% of the shares within the next 4 years. Now, for my median assumption, I'm going to go a little bit higher, and I'm going to say around 7% share buyback. And for my highest assumption, I'm going to say that they're going to buy back 10% of their shares. And this, guys, essentially gives you all the numbers that you need. Everything is populated. So you can see we get the target share prices for pretty much all of them. I am doing this on the calculator that is available for all of you guys. So if you put in the exact same numbers you see on your screen right now, you should get the exact same numbers. So hopefully this helps, guys. And Vivek, thank you very much for the video suggestion. And again, hopefully this helps. You should get the exact same numbers because I am using the same calculator as you guys. And if any one of you guys have any other questions, make sure to leave it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer. That pretty much does it for this video. Like if you like, comment, subscribe. It really does help with the algorithm on YouTube. Follow me on my new tech sites of BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. In addition to my stock analysis videos and crypto videos, you'll find exclusives as well. And in regards to YouTube, Odyssey, and Rumble, I have a Let's Play channel called Fatal Place, link in the description below. So with that said, guys, I really do hope this helped. I'm giving out this calculator for free, not asking much. Just help me grow my channel, tell your friends, and hopefully this calculator really does help you guys. And hopefully this calculator does help you guys.